myself when I'm stressed and upset. You know me better than anyone I know. Darling, we have been to hell and back. That's how I know this is forever. All these years, every single tear, all the regrets and promises, all the ups, breakups, bumps in the road, we've been until we break. We keep crashing down, but baby we got up. Yeah, look at us now. After all these years, yours and mine, it's you and I. It's you and I.
You got sick.
You won't say it out loud, but I can tell you're not fine. 'Cause I know you like that. I know you better than anyone you know. Yeah, I know exactly how you bottle things up inside, but you don't have to be stubborn, so goddamn proud. I know you better than anyone you know. Darling, we have been to hell and back. That's how I know this is forever. All these years, every single tear, all the regrets and promises, all the ups, breakups, bumps in the road, we've been until we
Hello.
break.
So it is Tuesday, and it is historically the hottest day in San Francisco history, and I'm not being sarcastic or jokey. According to news articles, today is going to be one for the book. We are currently at 77 degrees and it's only 11:15 a.m., which means that we have potential to just keep going. I think today's forecast is 90 degrees, which for San Francisco is not normal. And with it, it seems like I thought, maybe my internet was having issues. My Salesforce yeeted me out, so kind of confusing. I know I don't think I talk as much recently of what I do, what my 9 to 5 is. I am a paralegal. I work for a company that uses a lot of technology. So one of the platforms that we use is Salesforce. Salesforce has most of the information that we need to do our job every day. All of the work that we do, our time, everything goes on Salesforce. So it's down. And a few of us are panicking on the Slack channel. We are all like, is it just me? I got yeeted out, what's going on? And it says that we are down for maintenance. Sorry for the inconvenience, we'll be back shortly. So this is fun. We could still technically do work because we still have access to email and we still have access to files, documents and things like that, but we don't have access to Salesforce. Before we continue, for those who are not new, who have been here a while, welcome back. I am so happy to see you. And if you are new, I welcome you to the channel. My name is Brenda. I live here in sunny heatwave San Francisco. And as I mentioned, I work as a paralegal. I just wanted to start another few days, mostly kind of navigating, surviving a heat wave in a city that isn't used to heat waves. We never had them growing up here in San Francisco. This was a rarity, but it's become more of a common occurrence. And most of our buildings are not built for hot weather. Some of the newer buildings get AC installed in them, but even many of the newer buildings, at least the old apartment I lived in, which was a luxury building, they didn't have AC, they just had heaters. So that's kind of how San Francisco usually builds It's just we're more concerned about infrastructure for earthquake safety and not as much having ACs. So there's no AC. I do live in on an upper level, which means that all the heat obviously rises, and so we're screwed. There's very limiting stuff that we can do. My building, obviously, it is quite old, and so the only thing that I have, the only tools I have available to try and keep cool is to keep the window shades down, keep windows open for ventilation and for any sort of air, any sort of breeze, which unfortunately there isn't any right now. And then keep the fan going. I only have one fan. I could have purchased another one. I also thought about buying those portable AC units. However, I have very limited storage, and a portable AC unit just doesn't make sense considering that this hot weather does not happen as often. We're running on one fan. Currently, Becky, as you can see her, she's sitting in front of the fan because it's the only way to keep cool. Also sitting on the floor instead of in her bed. It's one of the ways that she's keeping cool. And then obviously the next tip is to stay hydrated as much as possible. So I do have my water bottle. I think I left it on my bedside, and it has ice. We're keeping hydrated. And then the last tip is not to use your oven. So today's gonna be one of my no cook days. I feel horrible, and my heart goes out to the people working in restaurants whenever it's super hot outside, because I don't know how it's gotta be really, really hot in there. Either I cook something that does not require any sort of oven or stove being turned on, so either using a microwave to reheat frozen food, or do some sort of cold dish like ceviche would have been a great idea, but I don't have any of those ingredients. So more than likely I might have to just order out, eat that instead of turning anything on. Also, like, not doing laundry or anything like that. Anything that's gonna produce heat I try to avoid during this hot weather, because it does get quite warm in my kitchen. It's a lot of things that we need to do to try and keep cool. Also, wearing light clothing. I am wearing shorts, which I don't wear often. I figured it's probably the only time I'm gonna get the chance to actually wear them in the city. That's kind of what we're doing to stay cool. My internet is obviously doing the best that it can because it's quite hot. Fortunately, my meetings with the managers on both of the teams that I work for, the notes are on Notion, so I have a pretty good idea of what it is that they wanted me to do, so I can work off of that, but I can't log any time. But yeah, let's go ahead, continue with our day. I think I need a break. I think I need a break.
What's going on? Talk to me. I'm done. Cut the show.
Alright, the day is over. I know you can see the mess in the back that I need to clean up. I finally can see that there is a little bit of wind, a teensy bit coming in. It is hot. It feels like I've been left in a car and just, it's sticky, it's humid, it's torturous, and I am done with this hot weather.
I'm done.
Can we just fast forward through the hot days and just get to the cold days, because I really miss cold days. I'm sweating just standing here. My whole body is just sticky. I just don't like it. quality front camera check-in. It is Thursday and I have done absolutely nothing with my life. It is actually 67 degrees today, which is a lot cooler than what it's been the past couple of days. Literally yesterday I came home, my apartment was 80 degrees inside and it didn't really go down too much. Even with the fan on, like I couldn't function, so I just kind of like opened every window in the living room and then read a chapter of my book, and then I passed out. And that's kind of been my life these past couple of days with like the heat wave. Today's probably like the first day where it is actually tolerable. My bathroom is a lot warmer than the rest of my apartment. The outside, you can actually like, there's like an actual breeze going on, which we haven't had for like the past couple of days. I haven't vlogged much because I haven't done anything other than go to work, come back home, and then just lay in absolute darkness and then doing it all over again the next day, which it's not that fun. Actually really nice because it's the first time that I'm getting any sort of ventilation, like really nice cold air coming in. Like I wish you could feel the air. Like it's so nice. Today, at least in my neighborhood, because microclimates, it was 80 something here. I was in the sunset. Sunset was like 70 something, which is really rare. Sunset tends to be a really cold climate. It's like the first night in a evening, I guess, in a while where it's just nice and breezy and like cold. One of the tips to surviving this heat is to open up your windows and take advantage of the wind when you can. So today, this is the outfit. I don't know if you can see it too well. I have not had any energy to even address what's happening on the kitchen table or to even address my own needs, to be honest. It's the first cool day that we've had this whole week. Today's forecast, I think, is supposed to be 75 is the top temperature for my neighborhood, which is a really nice change. And then tomorrow we're going back to 87. The forecast has been all over the place. I'm gonna go ahead and start heading off to work, even though I honestly don't feel any motivation to go to work.
Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart starts beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in.
Hi, so it is Friday evening and I already walked Becky, already did all the good stuff after coming home from a long day at work. You're gonna be able to hear all the city noises in HD. We are still going through a heat wave that will be going on till next week. Tonight's plan is I'm gonna go over to the Mission to meet up with my friend Ale, who I mention a lot on my vlogs. We're gonna go to the Alamo Drafthouse to watch Joker's Folie à Deux. I had to look up the pronunciation. We're gonna go watch that movie. And so it is currently about to be 7:30. The movie starts at 9:30. Ale said to be there by 9. For anyone who has never been to an Alamo Drafthouse movie theater, just regular seats. And I guess the cool part is that you can order food. So they don't just sell popcorn, they sell cocktails, they sell you know, burgers, wings, whatever you might want to eat during the movie. And you know, you're just able, like, there's servers that come around. The plan is to just eat there, I guess, or just survive on popcorn. That is the plan for
She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She can let her hair down, but got her feet on the ground. I can't get enough of her. She can drive me so wild, just with that sweet smile, and there's nobody else for me. My heart starts racing every time I'm looking at her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing to me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekend.
Good morning. I know I look rough, and I know you can hear the construction work in the background. It's been happening for a few days. It is Saturday morning. I woke up and I was feeling okay, and then I took Becky out for a walk and I just started developing a headache. So for the purpose of me talking, I've closed the window, but I'm gonna open it right up. It is, I don't know, I can't see because I have the dish rack. It is 10:20 and it's already 72 degrees outside. Today it is going to be about 89 degrees, probably more like 90 depending on where you are. So it's gonna be another extremely hot day. The throbbing is just crazy, and that's why like this week I was gonna do a video on life, but my life has been just me having a headache ever since the heat wave started. Like I just been having constant headaches, but I do need to feed the fur ball. I also wanted, maybe, I don't know, I might chicken out. I wanted to try and set up the curtains in my bedroom, because my bedroom, the kitchen and the bedroom get so much sunlight during the summer, which could be great if it wasn't so damn hot. Because of the sunlight, they heat up so quickly, and it's just so hard to temperature control. And last time I tried to put up the curtains, it was a fail. I've asked my dad a couple times, and clearly I have no curtains. That kind of tells you how that went. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing, some stuff around here, whatever I can get done before I just crash from heat exhaustion, before my apartment just like completely heats up. I'm gonna reopen that window because it's gonna get really hot in here.
I'll let you go, just need some time. At your own pace, you need to find your way.
Girl, your butt is all in front of the camera.
I know.
Okay, now that the Chewmeister is done, as you can see, I have a mess. I gotta throw out the garbage, definitely, and recycling. I also need to put away the dishes. So there's some in the washer, dishwasher, and then the ones that I wash by hand for funsies, not because of anything.
I packed our bags, we'll be on our way. The night was long as I waited without a sign. As I know what matters to you. But what do you want? What's your biggest need? Every hour we spend together, then suddenly the chances are small, just like the lottery. It's been 72 weeks in this town. I still believe I'll see you again. then suddenly the chances are small, just like the lottery. I just hope we could stay together. We wait and see, but the chances are small, just like the lottery. We got time on our side, we're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. We got everything here, at least to stay alive. And the time that we share makes it all worthwhile. Got this place on our own. Do you feel that we got something strong? And I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise. That with you I feel alive. You'll be the last one I think about. We got time on our side. We're in a
I forgot to share yesterday. I got the terrarium. So I think I mentioned it in the last vlog. I put in a clip of Ale. She made me a terrarium using a trilobite fossil. Since I'm new to the internet, so my background, if you know, dinosaurs that you might spot around my apartment doesn't give me away. One, I love dinosaurs. Two, I studied anthropology. That was one of my bachelor's degree. So I like prehistoric stuff. So she just was like, oh, you know, there's a place down on Valencia that sells fossils. So she got me a trilobite. Made it home safely. It's a terrarium. I don't know if you can see it. That's like the fossil. And then there's 3 different types of moss in here. I can definitely like put stuff. I realized that my sister, oh, I broke on the tail. Huh. So my sister got me these little dinosaurs for my birthday and she left them here. So I'm like, maybe I can put the dinosaurs in there. That's my terrarium. I just put it right here on the side. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. It'll be very interesting to take care of it because I've never had a moss terrarium. This is like a different level of plant parenthood that I just have never reached for or studied, but I really appreciate it. It's like super duper cute. It embodies my personality of just being the weird girl that likes prehistoric stuff. I'm also very shocked that it made it in one piece because last night my Uber driver was next level fast and furious. I literally made it home before Ale made it back up to her apartment because we were in like her common area. So like that tells you how fast this guy drove over to my neighborhood. I made it in one piece, we all made it in one piece. I finally got the curtains up. I almost gave up. So I do have some holes that I have to patch up in my room now, which are the original holes from when I first tried to put up curtains. The thing is, my apartment is quite old. So whenever you're putting like any sort of like heavier, not just like a nail for like picture frames, it makes me nervous because I never know what I'm going to hit behind a wall. And for the curtains, I don't know what it is that I hit. Probably like some sort of plaster or cement. The stud finders, they don't help. The screws, I ended up using my own personal screws that I had some with anchors that I bought because I still haven't put up my coat rack, and I've been putting that off because that one's also another headache where I keep hitting weird things in the wall. I just don't know what it is behind the walls here, and it's not like you can be like, oh, just the top of the wall is plaster. Like you could just literally be like in the middle of the wall and then just hit some random thing that is not a pipe, that is not a beam. All of that to say, I didn't end up using whatever came with Target. But now we have blackout curtains. Now, those are curtains I had in my old apartment, and it was a bigger window. And that was the last time I had curtains, because my last apartment was a luxury floor to ceiling. And there's never a point to me like installing curtains. My head currently hurts, but I can't take any ibuprofen because I took some this morning. I also probably have been exposed to asbestos, which is fun because all the dust fell on me. I do have quite a bit of cleaning to do, but it's gonna be nice because this is gonna be my first night in many years where I finally have like real curtains and I'm not depending on the shades to keep out the sun.
Follow your heart. What do you say? Fight the darkness till break of day. The heart and the past changing so fast, like a chameleon.